Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, I'm going to be telling you guys another reason why you should not go to Butcher Creek at night. Another very creepy fact has been discovered about this location, and it just continues to add to the mystery and the spookiness, honestly, for me, of this place. So I'm going to be honest with you guys. I didn't even know about this until one of you guys messaged me. Michael sent me a message on Facebook saying, "Hey, Mr. Boss, you should check out this crazy light coming from Butcher's Creek." And at first, I thought he was talking about like the devil's pentagram that happens underneath that shed around 4 a.m. That's something we've documented in the past, and I'm sure you guys might not know about. And I told him about that, and he says, "No, I'm talking about another light, a bright red light that seems to be coming from the inside of Butcher's Creek." So I wanted to investigate this for myself because it sounded like something pretty cool and something I definitely wanted to check out. So before we dive into that, let's get a quick background on Butcher's Creek so you have a better idea of what's going on at this place. So Butcher Creek is a small settlement that is named after the creek that runs southeast of the Elysian Pool in Roanoke Ridge across from the Kamassa River. And the settlement is made up of several small cabins near the shore of the river. Now, what makes Butcher Creek a little bit different from some other settlements you might come across is everyone here seems to be a bit odd. They either are deformed or mutated. All of them look very sickly and dirty, and all of them are like super aggressive to you. Even the animals that live here are super aggressive. Like this goat wouldn't leave me alone, and you'll see me have to deal with him a little bit later. But even the goats dislike me at a place like this. And there's even an entire side mission called the Wisdom of the Elders, where essentially Arthur has to figure out why Butcher's Creek is cursed, if you could see my air quotes. And it turns out that it's all just a sham, that the mining company is poisoning the water at Butcher's Creek, and because of that, it's making all the people there sick. And that's why they're getting like deformed, mutated, and that's why they think it's possessed. And again, on the surface level, that makes sense. However, there's that weird devil's pentagram that you can see appearing underneath one of the sheds at 4 a.m. for only 1 hour. And no one knows why this appears here, but it does, and it's pretty creepy. So now let's talk about the new discovery that has been found. So for this, we're ultimately going to need to make it nighttime. At least I've only noticed that it appears at nighttime. And once you've actually got it to the nighttime, you actually don't want to go to the exact location because this is something you can only see from far away. Now, we need to be looking for the window of the guy who plays like the banjo, like the deformed dude. That's where this light actually comes from. And as you guys can see here, when we end up stepping further away, you can see a glowing red light that ultimately comes from the inside of that house. Now, what's weird, as the closer you get to the house, it will eventually disappear. Not only the closer will you get will it go away, but if you increase your zoom of like the cabin itself, it'll disappear too. Like, for example, looking through binoculars or through the scope of a weapon. So I'm not sure what exactly causes this. Now, at first instance, you might think that this is just a graphical glitch. And I would like to assume that too. However, we can't really give Butcher's Creek the benefit of the doubt here because of what we saw with the Devil's Pentagram and because of all the other creepy things that occur here. So my estimation is that that red light is coming from inside of that cabin. So that's what I wanted to go investigate next. I figured if we couldn't see it from afar, maybe there was a chance we could actually go inside and check out what's going on. So that's ultimately where I headed next. I wanted to see if I could go to the house and figure out what that bright red light was. Now, as I started heading towards the house, another interesting thing happened. Like half of the light on that window went out. So like as I approached the house, it just went dark. So again, that's why I'm thinking it could be a graphical glitch, but why would only half of the window go dark? That even adds to the creepiness of this entire story. And it just randomly turns on, and then I got attacked by another goat. I'm telling you guys, the goats here are enemy number one. They are just a big, big problem. So again, I wanted to see what was on the inside here. So I thought that by using the lantern and ladder glitch, that I would be able to get on the inside. Now, I'm going to fast forward this so you don't have to see me fail for like 5 or 10 minutes, but I literally tried for like 5 or 10 minutes to use this lantern pistol trick to get inside, and I had no success. And you guys have seen me do this countless times in previous other videos, where we've gotten inside locked interiors and even homes that don't have an interior. We were just able to go on the inside. However, I was unable to get inside this location. No matter how many times I tried, I even went to another door and tried that as well. I couldn't even get a glimpse of the interior. So to me, that just added fuel to the fire as far as the mystery of this location and why that mysterious red light was appearing. Now, you can only see the red light at night because when it becomes daytime like it is right now, all the lights in the settlement turn off, just like they do in any normal town like Valentine, Strawberry, or Blackwater. So because I couldn't gather any details from the inside of the house, I thought my next experiment would be to gather some details from the one guy who is constantly sitting on the outside of the house, and that is the, mutated banjo player. Now, I knew that this is going to be very dangerous, hog-tying someone in Butcher's Creek. I might as well just put a giant flag on my back that says, "Shoot me." Because that's basically what happened. So I took a miracle tonic and I hog-tied him up, which honestly I was surprised you could do, just given how big he was. And I ended up looting him, hoping to get some information, a document, some unique items. And unfortunately, all I got was moonshine. And as expected, this pissed off the entire settlement of Butcher Creek, who were none too happy that I had just hog-tied that guy right there. And this led to all-out warfare. Now, if I wanted to leave, I'm sure I could, but literally every person in Butcher Creek is armed, and everyone went out of their way to attack and shoot me. In fact, even the guy I hog-tied up, the banjo player Butcher Guy, he even got in on the action a little bit later, and he started attacking me as well. Now, eventually, they ended up killing me, and I wanted to go back to Butcher's Creek at night to make sure that this was not a one-off occurrence, that I could replicate this result multiple times. And yes, as it turns out, you can actually replicate this result. The light will spawn there in this guy's house, and that is just so strange. I don't understand why things like this occur. What this does is it reminds me of the hill home that you can see near Arthur's grave, how it has that mysterious writing on the tree that only shows up if you're a far enough distance away. So that seems to be a repeating theme in Red Dead Redemption 2, where either writing or signs or lights or symbols will only show up if you're a certain distance away. And just like in that instance, if you tried to zoom in or get close, it would simply disappear. So there's definitely something going on here in Butcher's Creek. And just to add more fuel to the fire, literally as I was wrapping this up, some Murphys or whatever were rolling through Butcher's Creek, and they literally had a wagon full of people on the back. And one of the girls was alive. It was horrifying. So again, this just adds to the insane cruelty and brutality and weirdness, wackiness, creepiness of this area. But I feel like I'm leaving here with more questions than answers, because what is ultimately going on inside of that house to cause that? So in case you guys are curious, whenever Rockstar wants to portray a building has an interior, like for example, the house at Emerald Ranch, you guys know that you can't get inside that, but you can see inside. You can see Miriam Wagner, the girl, her curtains, her walls. What they'll do is they'll build the bare minimum interior. And we might see something that is illuminating a glow in that building, which is why it's causing it to be red. Is it another devil's pentagram? Is it something completely different? That's why I was so curious to get on the inside, and that's why I was so frustrated that I wasn't able to. But something is definitely going on here, and thank you to Michael once again for pointing this out to me on Facebook. As always, if there are any mysteries you find or discover, or just stories or things that you would like me to try and tackle in Red Dead Redemption 2, just drop me a line over there. I'll have a link to that in the description. But I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below on this mystery. What do you think is going on in there, and why is that red glow in Butcher's Creek? To me, I think it just adds more surprise to this area, and it just increases the level of creepiness. But that's all I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating on this video. That'd be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.